In 2022, Triple H took the reins of WWE's creative direction, ushering in a new era filled with hope and anticipation. Fans expected a revival of compelling storytelling and consistent character development. Fast forward to 2025 and the narrative has shifted dramatically. Critics and fans alike are questioning the direction of WWE under his leadership. One accusation is the overemphasis on nostalgia. While bringing back legends can boost ratings, an over-reliance on past stars like Brock Lesnar and The Rock overshadows emerging talent. This approach hampers the development of new stars and fresh storylines, making the product feel dated. The return of Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam 2025 delivers undeniable excitement, with over 75 million social media views in 12 hours. Yet it's deeply controversial given the legal and ethical context surrounding his mention in a major lawsuit linked to Vince McMahon. Similarly, aligning Lesnar's return with John Cena's farewell tour feels like a legacy-driven moment, an emotionally charged move that leans on nostalgia more than forward momentum. Another criticism is the inconsistent storytelling. One of the primary concerns is the lack of consistent storytelling. While major storylines receive attention, many narratives start strong but fizzle out without proper conclusions. This inconsistency leaves fans disconnected and story arcs feeling incomplete. Despite a roster brimming with talent, many wrestlers find themselves sidelined or stuck in repetitive matches. The women's division in particular has voiced frustrations over limited screen time and lackluster storylines, leading to a sense of stagnation. Critics point to Triple H leveraging his position to insert himself or favourite stars into high-profile roles. Even if the storytelling payoff has been questionable, accusations of dragging out storylines, overusing interference spots, and failing to deliver satisfying conclusions pop up frequently. While many fans once appreciated that Triple H actually listens more than Vince McMahon did, recent decisions like the underwhelming John Cena heel turn and sidelining of momentum-rich characters have sparked frustration. WrestleMania 41 was a hit particularly hard by a creative rift with The Rock and Triple H. His absence and perceived sidelining in favour of other storylines, especially involving Cody Rhodes and John Cena, left fans noting the fallout reflects an internal power struggle. There's been a drastic shift towards booking for viral moments. Moments that acknowledge fans' awareness of backstage realities has increased. Triple H employs a meta approach, building segments to make fans anticipate outcomes, then intentionally swerving them. This approach acknowledges fans as savvy, but it can feel manipulative and sometimes disrespectful. Vince's era often underestimated fans' memory and intelligence. Triple H, by contrast, respects it. But dismissing critics as old, as Triple H did, can come off as alienating. High-impact splash moments grab headlines and social buzz, serving immediate engagement. But fans worry this overly shallow strategy panders to casual viewership and neglects long-term storytelling from loyal fans. With the price of being a WWE fan increasing at an alarming rate and TKO's over-involvement in the product, the Lesnar return, amid legal sensitivities, was time for maximum buzz. Yet it coincided with eliminating post-show press conferences, prompting speculation it was a way to avoid difficult questions. This move may reflect TKO's risk-averse PR approach, overshadowing creative transparency. Let's draw comparisons with Vince McMahon's booking. Vince wasn't a flawless booker. He was notorious for last-minute changes and abrupt storyline shifts, often derailing long-term plans. However, historically, his storytelling peaked during the Attitude Era and late 1990s, delivering compelling long-term story arcs and memorable payoffs. Stories like Stone Cold vs. the McMahons, the Montreal Screwjob fallout, and dramatic factions that define wrestling's modern era. Triple H's style is more collaborative and meta-aware, but his long-term storytelling can overstretch, leading to diminishing returns without meaningful conclusions. In contrast, Vince's peaks may have been rough around the edges, but the narrative crescendos often resonated deeply. Let's be clear, Triple H has done a lot right. There are examples of smart long-term stories and strong character development, but 2025 has exposed a worrying pattern. Trending moments instead of satisfying storytelling, backstage squabbles bleeding into scripts, and corporate optics guiding creative. If WWE wants to rebuild trust, it needs clearer payoffs, fewer nostalgia crutches, and storytelling that respects the fans who actually stick around. Which of these problems bugs you the most? The nostalgia? The lack of payoffs? Or TKO's influence? Drop your pick in the comments, and thank you for watching.